So best believe and understand.
You too close.
If whatever you planning ends up hurting my brother in the end, there is nobody on earth that can save you from me. I eat punks like you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm tired of your messy queens coming in here messing with my family. Either you can get in line, or you can be removed. It's your choice, bitch.
So you pepper the pig looking ass nigga.
Hey, all is good. Yo, all is good, man. I need
What is going on, beautiful people? It's your boy here, Wesley from A Connection TV here on YouTube, the one place on the World Wide Web where we actually adopt some of the connections despite our differences. If this is your first time seeing me, definitely follow me on all my social medias, Twitter and Instagram at A Connection TV. Leave comments, share and like this video, and subscribe to my channel because all three things are free to do. Go to watchactv.com because that is my form of a Netflix. It is a new online streaming platform that's comprised of indie artists that release content on a weekly basis, original productions on a weekly basis. Also, if you like merch, go to ACTV shop and support me there. Now, I just got finished watching Monique's special and I sat through the whole thing because I like Monique. Yeah, I like Monique. I think Monique is dope. I think she's super talented. I think she's fresh. I think she's real. I think she's authentic. And she's unapologetically her, right? So yeah, that's it. A lot of you may have seen my review about The Reading, and I trashed that movie because, you know, I thought Monique deserved better, period. Outside of that, I also was one of those people that felt like she was doing way too much when it came to like the Lee Daniels and the Oprah and a Tyler Perry situation. I just felt like it was just too much. I feel like anytime where negativity is promoted heavily, it's too much for me. I'm not saying she was wrong. I'm not saying she lied. I'm not saying any of that stuff. Just for me, it was just too much to hear that. Every time I saw Monique, I heard about Tyler Perry. I heard about, like, that was too much for me, right? But no matter what, I still wanted her to get gigs. I still wanted to support her. I still wanted her to be able to do her thing. She won a lawsuit with Netflix. Great. She got her own special on Netflix. Great. She's not saying how much she got paid. Okay, I don't really care. In my mind, she had to have gotten paid enough to do the Netflix special. In my mind, because the whole thing was that they wasn't paying her. So I'm just gonna assume, based on, you know, how she puts it out there and her issues with Netflix, that she got paid a decent amount in order to think about doing the special. Okay? So my name is Monique, just released today on Netflix, and I just watched it. Now, I'm not going to compare this to like any other special because I think comedians today don't necessarily make me laugh. I'm a fan of comedians from when I was growing up, like the Martin Lawrences of the world, the Cedric the Entertainers of the world, what was his name? Oh, Jesus. I think his name was Sid. I don't know. Like Kings of Comedy. I want to say he was a part of the Kings of Comedy Def Jam circuit. He was kind of thicker. Arnez J. I think that's his name. Arnez J was hilarious to me. Like, there are certain comedians that I just was laugh out loud funny. But the comedians today, they just don't make me laugh. Like Dave Chappelle didn't make me laugh. I laughed a couple times at Chris Rock jokes. I have to watch some more of his joint. I don't know. I'm not a fan of the comedians today. So, you know, and watching the Monique thing, I didn't think that I would laugh that much. And honestly, I didn't laugh that much. I was just trying to see where she was going with all of her stories and seeing if I could resonate with her stories. And there were a couple times that I laughed. You know, I laughed at the part where, well, I'm gonna just go down my notes and talk about it as I wrote down my notes. All right. So yeah, the show starts off with encouraging and not so encouraging statements from people on social media. You know, people saying that she's lost her mind. People saying, you know, why is she talking about this? people saying that she's dysfunctional, blah, 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 blah. And then, some people saying, questioning whether or not she's a legend, and some people saying they like her, and so forth and so on. And at the end of all of that, Monique says, well, thanks for the encouragement. My response to that was, for me, it was hard to be encouraging to her with all the negativity surrounding her. So it was just difficult. And the way that it was released to social media and the world and the news outlets, I was like, this is a lot, just like chill. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know specifically. I'm not her. I don't know what she's going through specifically, and it is what it is. But unfortunately, that's how it came across my eyes and my mind, right? It was cool to see Lee Daniels front and center at the show that was filmed here in Atlanta, Georgia. I thought that was cool. Clearly, they're back together. They're ace boom coons. That's great. Then she starts off by saying that she was in special education. And to be honest, I was pulled out of the comedy set right away because every other word was the N-word and every other word was mother effer. I felt like she had to stand 10 toes down by letting people know that she can say the N-word and she can say mother effer, and she's just that ish. And that's just how she is, and it's brolic, and it's rah-rah, and it's all of that. And for me, I'm just not a fan when black people do that. Especially the N-word. I'm not a fan of that. So it automatically drew me out. I was taken out of all of it with the mother N-word and the mother. I'm like, all right, this is the only vocabulary you know to express yourself wholeheartedly so that we really get the gut feeling of how you feel. You got to say the N-word and mother F all the time so I can feel it. And I know that you're down. I don't know. It didn't help me none with the special, but I still watched it. I laughed at the part where she said the whole special education thing was all right, but I laughed at the part where she said that the teacher said when she raised her hand up and the teacher was like, yes, Monique. I thought that was funny. I laughed at that. That was hilarious to me. Then they showed T.S. Madison in the audience, so T.S. Madison was laughing at her jokes. Okay, cool. The girl with the helmet laughing was funny when she said that the girl in the helmet was going, hey! Hey! And the teacher was like, why are you laughing? I thought that was funny. It made me laugh. She said that she's still friends with Elizabeth. I was like, oh, cool. Then we got to Uncle Donald. And Uncle Donald is very dark and very gay. And every Friday, Uncle Donald got beat up at the bar. I missed the point of referencing him. Maybe the point was that there were a lot of people that were a part of the Rainbow Clan in her family. Maybe that was the point. But I felt that something gratifying was going to happen to Donald. That was going to be the point of bringing him up. But maybe I missed it. You could put it in the comments, but I didn't see the point of talking about Donald. But I'll just say the point was because of her reveal at the end. I'll say that. Spoiler alert, if you don't want to watch this, don't want to hear me talk about it, I'll say this. I give the Monique, say my name is Monique special, a 7. I'll give it a 7. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. So check it out. If you like Monique, check it out. If you like comedy of today, check it out. Monique says she respects the LGBTQ community. She says people talk ish. And she says if people talk ish, then they are curious. So if a dude is, homophobic or, phobic or all these phobics, they're only extra about it because they're really curious about it. I thought that was dope that she said that. Because to this point, she is a black woman known to all black people as the blackest black person. You know what I'm saying? And she's never come out ever and announced that she was a part of the Klan. And right now, and for generations, black people have been fighting their own black people that are a part of the Klan. And, it's just problematic. And she's been struggling with this for a very long time. So I commend her. For bringing these LGBTQ members into her set. coming back on Netflix, and the whole audience is majority black. I commend her for that, because I know that there were a lot of black ignorance in this auditorium. She says the black church rips us apart, talking about Uncle Tina, her grandmother and Tina couldn't come together before she died. Her commentary about church, I'm shocked that she made that commentary about church, but I've known that since forever. So many of us black people, a part of the rainbow, know about how terrible the church is to black folk. What's the woman that sings that apparently made Beyonce get over her depression? What's her name? I forget her name. Great voice, but she's known for not giving two about the LGBTQ community and saying some ignorant in the church. So for Monique to bring that up about how horrible the church is to us as a people and what it actually does to us as a people, I thought that was really, really huge, and I commend her for that. The story about Tina and her grandmother was very, very touching. And then when she went into talking about, Monique says that she had secret thoughts and couldn't tell her grandmother. She cries. She says those secret thoughts cause cancer. Her story about wanting Uzi and being with her third husband was really, really touching. Wow. You know, she's crying on stage. I'm compelled to listen to her story. She's conveying it in a way that makes me feel for her, and I'm caught up in rapture, wanting to see how the story ends. She's great with pulling you in. So shout out to Monique for that. Her telling her husband about her secret and her wanting to dibble and dabble in the Rainbow Clan was interesting, because her husband's response was, "You didn't kill anyone, did you?" And she says, "No, she didn't kill anyone." Then, you know, she talks about how she's not Amy Schumer, she's not Chris Rock, she's not Dave Chappelle. I'm glad she's none of those people, and I'm glad that she's Monique. She said, "My name is Monique" at the end, and it's over. I thought the show was good. It was cool. I like I said, I give it a 7. I give Chris Rock a 7 too. I wouldn't give him like a 9 or anything like that. Today's comedy is not for me specifically. But if I can understand the stories that you're telling and I can laugh a couple times, I'm cool with it. Because again, comedy today is so, I don't know. The best ever comedy special that I love and I could quote is Martin Lawrence. I think it's Run Tell That, or if it's not Run Tell That, it's the one before Run Tell That, where it was like, and the head would lay over his right eye, and water was just glistening all over his body. What you say? Water was glistening all over his body. That's my all-time favorite. Anyways, leave your comments below. Let me know what you thought about this. I'm not gonna dog her. I have nothing negative to say about her. I'm happy that she got the special. I'm happy that she got the money. I'm happy that she's getting the recognition. And I'm happy that she's coming out however she feels that she needs to come out. And speaking to the black audience, because black people are so ignorant to their own black people, and we're killing ourselves dramatically. And so I just hope that she touched people with that, because that audience was filled with black ignorance in the black church, I'm pretty sure. But it was nice to hear her speak on it, because it's facts. Anyways, leave comments below. Let me know what you thought about the Monique special. Deuces.